Welcome back, everyone. Hector, hard mode. We are to the Defend the Throne mission, which I, for whatever reason, refuse to follow the rules of the game, which is Defend the Throne. And instead, I'm going to wander my ass out here and try to take as much experience off this board as I possibly can. Even though I know for a fact that as my guys get stronger, they're going to start taking less experience. So for me to wander out into the open like this is not advised. Because as my characters, like I said, get stronger, they get less experience. So I might suck up a whole bunch of experience in this level, and the next level I'm a little over leveled, and it doesn't fucking matter, because I just end up right back to where I started. Of course, it depends on who I'm sending out to do the major lifting as well. You send, you know, a unit that, like, for instance, the one that always comes up to the mind is the one where you're fighting the pirate captain. And the successful strategy is to send a sword user over the top of the area, because he's just going to run into some pirates that really can't damage you for the most part. Though I would ultimately equip that guy with the vulnerary. Whether that I usually use Raven in that situation so that he can start getting rolling on his level ups. But you can also use Guy or Ellawood or Lynn or even probably Matthew if you really wanted to. Basically, the only people I would not suggest sending that direction is obviously Oswin, due to his lack of movement, as well as the Cavaliers, because there's a lot of trees between here and there. So I know this strategy is not going to work for everybody because some of you didn't bother. Well, I shouldn't say it. Shouldn't. I always like to be polite when I speak. I don't want to offend anyone that plays the game in a different way, because heaven knows I feel like in many ways by leveling up some of my guys in Lynn's mode, I've made this much easier for myself. But in the same regard, I'm one of those people who can't bear to watch one of his units die. I'd rather recruit. I don't know. We'll just say I like to use Dorcas as an example. I'd rather have Dorcas sit on the bench the entire game, never use him, than to have him die and cost me a ranking. So, yep. Mush. Dorcas is not. There are two axe users. Well, I guess there's more than two axe users. There are two axe fighters in this game, and he is clearly the inferior one of the two. Now, I don't know how he stands up versus Dart. I'm told that Hawkeye is very good to use. We will be using him on this run, just because I said so. Hector is obviously the leader of the bunch. I mean, you could use him, not use him. I use him because he's got big, strong weapon that he's gonna wield. So I don't know what to say. So for Urk, this is the most dangerous part of the mission for him. Depending on how he's leveled up, you're probably not going to be able to do what I'm doing right here. In fact, if my Urk is just slightly weaker than he is right now by, say, 1 or 2 defense, he will not survive this next incoming attack. But now that I've got Urk here and this entire site is completely cleaned up, so long as I don't accidentally lure the boss to closer to where my guys are right now, Urk will stay perfectly safe where he's at, because he'll clean up. You should be able to double the knight, and by doing, doubling the knight, he should be able to kill him, and then that again will keep him safe from any enemy attack, at least for a couple turns, and then that'll give me some time to ideally use Priscilla. You could, I suppose, use a Vulnerary as well, but again, Vulneraries cost money, they're limited, whereas, staves are a better money option of the two. This is where it gets kind of complicated. I can send Guy, I already sent Guy up to take care of the axe fighters that are coming in, and they will focus down on attacking Guy instead of going after the crack in the wall. For the most part, Guy should be able to avoid most of that, if not all of the incoming attacks. Eventually, I think percentage does catch up to him in a mission such as this. But these guys right here, the 4 guys that are in red down below, are my most dangerous enemies, because Priscilla's not in a position where she can evade everything, and asking her as a very spongy very spongy magic user, her speed is going to be what saves her from dying in a lot of cases. If she gets doubled, she's dead. So, and as you can see, she's already taken damage once. So I got to get her up and out of the way. I could actually have, if I didn't want to heal Priscilla there, I could have moved Urk down and healed him then. The knight would not have gotten to either Urk nor Priscilla on that next turn. And now I gotta hopefully get rid of this mage. Ideally, get rid of the mage. I don't think I have the chutzpah to do so right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna double, so I'm not gonna be able to kill him. You could use Horse Slayer on the bow knight. Problem with that is once I'm done attacking, I will be in range of the boss with his longbow. So we're gonna play somewhat defensively. As I say, his guy's taking nearly all the damage and almost dies. This guy up here's probably got a hand axe too, so we're not out of the woods yet. Okay, guy survived somehow. Very, very lucky he survived. Hector's using his massive defense to save himself from possible doom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring you up. Just so I give what's-his-face a little bit of breathing room. Guy some breathing room, because I'm not, well, you're playing the percentages here. Could Guy perceivably evade 5 guys, including possibly upwards of 2 axe fighters with hand axes? It's possible. Is it likely? At a certain point, if you start adding those percentages up, it seems like it's more than likely that at some point someone will hit him and do greater than 0 damage, which means Guy will be dead. So, yes, I'm going to have to go up and save him and bring Elwood in, and maybe even bring in Dorcas to take care of some of this. Even though I want Guy to eat all that experience, it's better for him to live and then eat experience on another day than to not at all. Than for him to die here and have to restart the mission. So here's a fun factoid. If I send Elwood up there, I'm pretty sure they would avoid Elwood. But if I send Dorcas up there, they're like, oh my god, I can't believe they sent the dork guy up here. Let's fucking murder him. So that should take some heat off of Guy now. gonna have to move down, unfortunately, and trade for his Vulnerary. Even though I'm pretty sure I traded in between episodes to give Guy just a single Vulnerary to make sure that Dorcas could have enough healing factor, if you will, to survive. But looks like Dorcas is going to clean this up for us. And Dorcas survives, and we survive. And there's another wave of axe fighters in there, but that's okay. Because now we're at the position where we want to be, which is 12%, 9%, not gonna hurt me. So yep, we'll murder you. Pull in Urk to take care of the remainder of this. Bring you down, heal you. Urk, like I said, you're gonna clean up. Ursula can move down. And then now we just have to start worrying about what was originally lances has now shifted over to swords. So whereas the fighters and Hector was good, now my now Lowen and Oswin are the champs of this mission now. You just double, that'd be sweet, but you can't. You're too slow. So Oswin, you're gonna have to take care of this for me. Either that or I gotta block out one of the two. Fair enough. See, we blocked out. Isn't that lovely? Not that they were really going to reach Priscilla because they're what units, what soldiers, but still good to make sure that you got all your bases covered in case you missed a Cavalier or a Pegasus Knight or something. Or you can't count the number of spaces between where Priscilla is and where, say, a mercenary is. The lack of doubling sometimes is nice, though, particularly on defense. See, with him only hitting once, he only does half damage. So I don't have to accidentally worry about Hector doubling, taking damage, doubling, taking more damage. Then ultimately dying because he killed 15 guys in a row, but they were all doing, 3 damage a pop to him. Rapier. Not ideal. Lucky me. Wolfbeal. Mush. Yeah, we gotta start healing up some guys here. Fine, it's fine. We're in a position, as they say. Nice. Alright, so no one's gonna be able to hit... Well, I was gonna say no one should be able to hit her, but they obviously have a javelin, so that's obviously not gonna happen. They are gonna hit her. It's amend. I'm going to amend the situation. Alright, one more turn, he'll be dead. We're gonna bring Urk down because I don't have any more guys to worry about coming up out of the stealing. They're all going to be coming from the below path, if you will. And Priscilla taking big damage. So if the reinforcements had let up a little bit earlier, I might have been able to bring Urk down more efficiently. Unfortunately, I held him off to the left side in case Guy needed some assistance. And now I won't be able to wipe out the remainder of the guys, nor will I be able to get to the boss to steal his defense bonus boosting item thingy. Very nice. Ultimately a bit dangerous because of the general. I'm sorry, the horse. They're called nomads, Chris. Yes, thank you, Chris.